Welcome to Doing It for Fun. I'm Ashley,
And I'm Cindy.
and this is our third episode, I think. So,
Yay! We're going to be talking about spring break.
yeah.
Want to share about your spring break?
I thought we were doing the question first.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
You already forgot?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's been
we're
a long
going to do just like a get to know you question, kind of. So, what's the question?
Do you think I was popular in high school?
Okay. So, I already thought about this a little bit.
Oh, okay, then you go first.
Not
I don't
a lot,
really think that much about
but
it.
because I feel like Cindy wasn't like how popular is in movies. She wasn't that type of popular, but I feel like she had a good group of friends, and like she was nice to enough people where people were like, "Oh, I like Cindy," or like Cindy's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like she had the reputation of being really nice to everybody, but she wasn't like the like the stereotype of popular that I feel like because that's how I feel like I define popular people in my school.
Yeah.
Where like there are people that are like the stereotype of popular that are kind of cliquey and kind of, I don't know, I guess pretty, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not. And then there's other people that are also pretty, but like just more social, so everybody just knows them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So like they're popular by like socially popular,
Yeah.
but they're not like popular like, oh, I don't know, like how movies portray popular people,
Mm-hmm.
which are normally like jocks and like cheerleaders and stuff
Super
like that.
popular, blonde hair.
Yeah.
All that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
Should I answer your question and say it's right or wrong, or should I start with?
You can answer if you want.
I think it's actually partly right. It's actually like very spot on.
Yeah.
I'd say I was definitely very nice to a lot of people, and I was popular in the sense that I knew a lot of people because I was so involved in like student council, debate, speech, DECA. So I knew a lot of people, but in terms of like close friends and like a close knit friend group, that was very select.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of like the socially popular people also did like those activities from my school.
Yeah.
So,
But if I were to just answer for myself, I don't think I was popular. I really didn't think. I really thought I was just like chilling in the corner, which I really liked.
yeah.
But if I were to think if you were popular in high school, I think you were probably popular in the sense that you did sports. But other than that, I think that you're just like you had your one best friend. And like you knew a lot of people through sports. So I think that would make you popular, but not like the generic popular definition of like always out and about doing things or hosting parties.
parties.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever gone to a party in high school.
Oh, I went to like one.
Really?
Because my friend wanted to go to one, and it was like not. It was like not a popular person party. It was like more like the random people.
So like how was it? Describe the experience.
I don't know. It was fine. It wasn't really my thing. Actually, there's this one girl that I played soccer with one time, and she tried to dab me up, and I was like, I don't do that.
Dab you up?
Yeah. It's like this like handshake thingy.
Oh.
But I was like, I don't. And I was like, what?
With their hands?
Yeah, it's weird. And I was like, I don't do that. But I did it with her, but I was like so awkward. I'm like,
Can you
what?
do it with me?
No, I'm not doing.
Please? I don't know
No,
what that means.
I'll show you after.
Oh.
I'm not doing that now.
That would be golden content though for people watching the video.
Us dabbing each other up for like the first time.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
We can. No.
How long did you stay?
Not very long. I feel like because I think they had like some alcohol or whatever, and I
left
didn't
before they
drink
got
any of
drunk?
it. But my friend was driving, so she had like a little bit, and then we left. Because I just was not having fun because I didn't know any. Like I knew people, but I wasn't friends with anybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. It was just like awkward. I'm like, I don't like being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was my party experience. I never went to another party after. Okay, that's not true. Not party. Like since I was on the soccer team,
Mm-hmm. See, I'm telling you.
we had like
She's a sporty girl.
they had like hangouts or whatever, but it wasn't like parties. It was just like.
But was there like
teams.
alcohol?
Well, when I was like a freshman, and maybe a sophomore, and there was like upperclassmen, they probably did stuff.
Then I would assume that's a party, right? Alcohol?
No, I think it was just hanging out, but they were having stuff.
Okay.
And maybe like the soccer boys would be there. Maybe I don't know. I don't actually remember.
You were around boys too for sports?
I don't actually remember if we were. Well, maybe the first year and the second year. That's when we had upperclassmen that were like actually good upperclassmen.
Are they not good now?
Well, no, they were just, like, it's for me. Like, when I was an upperclassman, I wasn't drinking or doing anything bad. And then the year above us, we didn't have that many upperclass, like, in the year above us, so. And most of them only were on, like, varsity for, like, 1 year, so.
Were you not on varsity?
No, I was on varsity since ninth grade, but, so a lot of the upperclassmen had been on varsity, like, a shorter amount of time,
I
so. Yeah, it was fine. But, am I answering if I was popular or not now? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I was popular at all, because even like with sports, I like did my sport, and then that's basically what I did, and that's all. Like, I didn't like hang out with other sports people, like other high school sports like teams or anything like that. Like my friend, for maybe like the first year, because we moved to the high school in 10th grade. Because
we, as in you and your friend?
No, like my grade.
Oh, okay.
We started at the high school. Like, we had ninth grade in middle school.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's weird.
And then, when we went to high school, the ninth graders also came to high school because they switched it. So instead of 10 through 12, they did 9 through 12. But that was after I already had ninth grade. So, I was a lot of my friends in 10th grade were like more I made through sports, but not like high school sports. They were like traveling or like club sports. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then I don't know, and then I wasn't friends with them after like sophomore year because they cared about being like popular, and I did not care about being popular or doing like high school stuff. So, and then I made my other friend that I still have. And I don't know, I just kind of stuck to myself. Like, I don't know. I'm not super social, so I'm not mean. I just don't go out of my way to, like, say hi to people either. So, I don't know. I wouldn't say I was popular in high school. Just, like, sporty. And I don't know if that counts as popular. Like, I don't think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do a sport. And I wasn't really in a big sport. Like a big American sport. Like, I did badminton in high school, but
badminton is so fun.
It's not big.
I was going to do badminton senior year, and then COVID hit. Literally, like, we were, like, talking about it at badminton practice. You're like, oh, what if we get, like, a long spring break? And then that spring break ended up being longer than spring break.
It was, like, indefinite.
Yeah.
It was until you graduated spring break.
Yeah. So then, it was so sad. And I was like, oh. I don't know. It would have been so fun doing badminton, like an actual match.
We still can. I invite you to badminton and you don't want to come with.
When have you invited me? You invited me like once. And
will you go again?
Sure, I can go sometime.
Okay.
Yeah. Just after like 4 when my class ends. Or on a weekend or something. But yeah. Yeah, I wasn't popular. In my opinion, I wasn't popular. But I don't know, there's just like a lot of people, and...
Were you friends with the popular kids at all? I was friends with one of them. It was interesting.
I wouldn't say... I'm trying to think of, like, the popular people. I don't know. There are just so many friend groups that I would be like, oh, they're kind of popular, but they're not, like... There's, like, tiers of popularity. And I'm, like, I'm friends with some of them, but, like, not... I don't know. Not, like, super close.
Yeah, I think it's junior year. Either junior or senior year in high school, I had a tutoring class where you just sit there and tutor people when people come by, but nobody comes to ask for help.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You literally just sit there.
No, I remember I did tutoring for like 1 year too with my friend, and I would just have her tutor everybody because she was so much nicer to tutor people, and I just didn't want to do it. Because people would come and they'd be like, I don't understand anything. I'm like, so, like, how am I supposed to help you if you don't know anything? And then also...
So you just don't help them?
No, I would try to help them, but they're like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like, I haven't paid attention at all. Or they would want help with their calculators, because they had... I don't even know what type of calculator they had, but mine is, like, super... I don't know. I guess they don't recommend mine anymore.
What is yours?
It's like the...
Is it LED?
Yeah, it's like the TI Inspire color one something.
I have the LED one.
Yeah, but other people have like one that is just like it's like a graphing calculator, but it's not.
But it's like not backlit, right?
Yeah, it's not backlit at all.
Yeah.
You have to like do other functions, and I was like, I don't know how to use this.
I actually had that for a week, and then I returned it to get the LED one
Yeah.
because I was like, no, it's like $10 more. I was like, no way am I using this. Like, no, it was like gray looking.
Yeah.
No light. I was like, wow, I'm gonna lose my vision.
Yeah.
Looking at this.
So, I tutored, but I feel like also I like teaching, but I feel like I think the way like I think through problems is like not how teachers teach problems necessarily, nor how other people can understand them. They work in my head, but not in other people's.
I feel like you think in a shortcut way, and you can't explain the shortcut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you. And when I'm tutoring people, I just assume you know, and if you don't know, I just get frustrated.
Yeah, and that's like kind of how teaching is supposed to, like you're supposed to be able to like adapt and like be able to show them different ways, but I'm like, I don't know any other way. This isn't my way, and you should be able to learn my way.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Should we talk about spring break?
Yeah,
And
we
go
can
back
talk
to
about spring
topic?
break now.
You want to tell us about your spring break? Because yours was much more eventful, wasn't it?
I don't know. When we were planning this, your list is like 5 times longer than mine.
Well, it's because I had to look at my calendar to actually remember what I did over spring break. Kind of forgot, to be honest.
Well, first, what did I do? I went home and saw my dog for a little bit. That was fun. And then I decided to go bouldering with Cindy and her friends and stuff, and that was actually fun. I was really against bouldering for a long time, but I think it was just because I was doing it with my sister, and she's just so good. So like, and I just feel so like, about it. But when you do it with people that are like your level, you can both. Cause if I'm climbing with my sister, I feel like if I want her to watch me to like help me, I feel like I'm taking away from her time to climb. Or I'm just watching her do really hard ones, and I'm like, I can never do that one. But when it's people that you're doing it, you guys can do it together and figure it out together, which is fun. But yeah, that was fun. I don't know. How did you feel about it? That was like your first time?
My first time, yeah. I thought it was Ashley's first time going to the place that we went to when I invited her. And she shows up and she's like, I've been here before with my sister. And I was like, oh. Yeah. That was a surprise. And I didn't really know what to expect. My boyfriend has gone, I think he went once before. Mm-hmm. And at that time, he invited me and a lot of our friends. And I was going to go, but I had homework. So I was like, I want to stay back. And after the bouldering, he was like, it was so much fun. Like, everyone was there. And there's only one girl, and that girl was waiting for you. And I was like, I'm sorry, I had homework. So I was like, I'll go next time. And so walking through the doors, I was kind of scared because the last time I bouldered, I was like 2 inches off the ground and I was scared to fall. I was like, I can't come down.
But you've done rock climbing since
then,
so like that's a lot higher.
Well,
like,
I've done belaying though.
But like, yeah, you have like ropes, but it's a lot. You're also going a lot higher with ropes.
And I like that though because even though I'm higher up,
you feel safer because you have ropes.
Exactly, because I can just take a risk, and I know I'll be caught with the harness. Rather, with bouldering, I kind of have to trust myself.
Well, okay, I just saw a TikTok about this, and you're supposed to, you know how technically, like, if you can just jump and, like, land on your feet, technically, but...
Like, jumping from the top?
Not from the top, no.
But, like, you mean, like from bouldering?
From, like, if once you climb down far enough, and you can just jump, and you don't necessarily have to land on your... Because they recommend you land on your butt or your back, like, roll, basically, from your feet. But people normally just land on their feet if they can. Or, not normally, but a lot of people do that. But apparently that's bad because then it can cause a lot of impact for your knees and stuff. So then eventually you could have like problems with like impact. So that's the reason why they recommend to like roll onto your back or your butt. So it kind of takes off that pressure, I guess.
So do you fall on your leg or on your foot and then you roll back onto your butt?
Yeah, so you like, once you like hit, you like roll on your butt or your back or whatever. And that's what you're supposed to do. So it like prevents.
I feel like that's not natural though. Like when you fall and you land on your feet, you're supposed to stand up, you know?
It's not natural, but that's what this TikTok said. I was like, that makes sense because like if you're constantly falling on your feet, that can be a lot of.
I think that makes sense. That's why I also don't like bouldering, because I feel like my knees are already hurting. Like, they're hurting right now. So
Yeah,
I
but
want to say
bouldering
it's
was
bouldering.
fun.
Bouldering was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. I also, like, in hindsight, I'm thankful I didn't wear my expensive leggings because
Oh, I wore my
so
expensive leggings.
yeah, because so much chalk gets on it, and I'm sure it's fine. Like, obviously you can wash it in
Yeah.
the laundry room, but I don't know, didn't want to risk the quality of it. So
I don't know. That's another thing. I'm always gonna ask my sister this because I've been getting a lot more climbing TikToks, and a lot of the people wear like baggier clothes,
yeah, I
but I
noticed
don't
that.
have a lot of baggy clothes. So I'm like, is there a reason why people wear baggier like pants and stuff, or is that just preference? I'm not quite sure, but
I feel like I wouldn't like baggy like pants because I think it would get in the way.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Like, I just don't like fabric touching.
But I don't know. People on TikTok.
Maybe you should try it the next time we go.
Girl, I don't have that many baggy pants.
I have baggy pants. You want to borrow mine?
No, because you're short than me. They're gonna be like ankles.
Fit you. I'm like, what, 2 inches shorter than you?
I don't know. We should test it because I don't know. Maybe our legs are the same length. Because some people,
See?
their like torsos are long or their torsos are shorter and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. At the same time, I haven't been wearing my leggings that much, so I was like, this is a good use of them because I haven't been wearing them anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think going back to the experience, I liked it. It was a lot of fun. I'll
Yeah.
definitely go again. I will be going again.
Yeah.
Those
That
birds
bird
were
was
so
close to our head. What the? Can't they see that we're like doing a podcast?
I hope
here?
the camera captured that because
I think
that was kind of scary.
It was so, I watched it and I was like, wow, that was really close to Cindy's head.
Apparently, if it poops on your head, it's like your lucky day.
Oh my gosh, that happened?
Did it happen to you? Of
Not-
course
not
it
to me.
did.
No, not to me. We were in Australia when I
Oh,
went
okay.
to Australia. My friends were sitting on a bench and it was like under like a light pole or something and there was a bird and it pooped on my friend. It was so sad.
Did you feel the splatter?
No, because I wasn't like close.
Oh, okay.
But I felt so bad for her. But it was really funny because I'm like, wow, what a coincidence. Like, I've never had this happen to us.
One time I was walking in Chicago with my family, and my brother was wearing a hat, and out of
Mhm.
nowhere, he's like, something landed on me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And so he heard like a plop, but like didn't know. Like, he felt his hat, nothing was there. He took it off, and there was like bird poop on there. It was so funny. But yeah, I also felt bad too because it was his favorite hat. But it's okay now,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, maybe he's still sad about it. Honestly, you don't know.
I thought it was really funny.
It's really funny though. But it's funny when it doesn't happen to you. When it happens to you, then you're like, oh. And then maybe after the fact, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we?
What were we talking about?
Bouldering. Something about bouldering.
Baggy pants.
Baggy pants. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I have more control of if I wear like leggings.
Yeah,
And
I
I
agree.
just like can see my legs but I don't know. I don't know why people wear baggy. Maybe it's just more comfortable for them. I also realized I need to get more flexible because I was watching these videos and they're like basically doing the splits and I'm like, I can't do that.
I can't either. We should do like a flexibility challenge, like a video
Yeah.
a day or something, and just keep each other accountable.
Yeah. I don't.
You should come over one day and we can stretch, and then I'll come over to your place and we can stretch.
Yeah, we can do that.
Actually, I don't have a TV at my place. We took it home, but we can use a
Oh.
laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are planning on going bouldering again.
But I have a dilemma. I only have one shirt that I wear religiously for working out. You know, like that black crop-ish with a mesh backing? I wore it last time to bouldering.
Maybe.
It's like a black t-shirt with mesh on the back. I don't know.
I can imagine what it
That
looks
is
like.
the only black t-shirt athletic that I have. And
You just wear a regular t-shirt.
I know, but like, what if you sweat through it? It's like not as like airy, you know? I guess I could wear like a different t-shirt.
I think a lot of people sweat through their t-shirts. So.
I know, but it's like different with an athletic shirt. So now I need more black athletic shirts.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, maybe I should get some climbing shoes because I don't know. I just want my own climbing shoes.
You should let me know if you get one.
Yeah. I don't know.
I want to get some too, but then I would feel like I have to commit to climbing a lot. I don't think I go enough to get shoes. Maybe if I go for like a month straight,
Yeah.
then I'd be down because my friends, my boyfriend, they want to go every Saturday.
Like, I want to go
Oops,
more
I should bleep that out. Every week.
Saturday. I don't think. Did you say where it is?
No, I didn't.
So I think every Saturday. Well,
That's awkward.
I don't know. We're doing this podcast like every week, and
Yeah, but they
we
wanna
upload
go...
every Tuesday if you want to listen to it.
That's true. But they want to go every single week. Like, I feel like my knees are gonna like die from that.
Well, it's only once a week. Like,
But I also play tennis twice a week.
but that's a different type of movement.
But like that's like actually like running around with my knees, and then it just feels like so much sports.
I think maybe you need to do some weightlifting and like some functional training so your knees don't give out on you. Yeah.
I was gonna play badminton today, but I was like, I can't. My body is dying. I can't do it because if I did, then in like a couple of days I have to go bouldering again, and then your arms are sore for like the next 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my forearms were so sore. Like, they would be fine if they were just like resting.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I clenched my fist, it would hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. I asked my sister how long or it would last, or like how to get it to stop, or like stretches or something.
Yeah.
And
What'd she say?
she's like, you just have to climb more.
What? So like, there's no definitive like it'll get better. You just gotta keep
You
doing
just gotta
it.
climb more, and then it'll get better
Okay.
once you get used to it, I
Yeah.
guess.
I
But
need
then-
to do some more like calisthenic works, like
Yeah.
push-ups or squats or something.
No, that's why I kind of want to get into climbing, because I feel like it's a good way to build up like the strength that you need to do like calisthenics type activities.
Mhm.
But it's like more fun than just trying to do calisthenics.
I agree.
on your
I
own.
do like bouldering for working out. It's so
Yeah.
much more fun.
I was watching this TikTok and it was so sad, like literally today. And this girl, because she's doing bouldering for like I don't know how many days or whatever. And she's on like day 57, and she was saying how she realized she needs to have more fun doing it, because she has been like trying to push herself, which is like great and all, but she's been having less fun because she is more worried about trying to finish it than
Mm-hmm.
just like trying to push herself. Or I don't know, she's more she wants to finish it, so then it takes away from just having fun doing it, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another tip that I learned is apparently do the hardest one first, because at the end of the night you're gonna be so tired and you can't do the hard ones.
yeah.
Because normally we do like the easy ones to warm up and then we do the hard ones.
Yeah.
But apparently we're supposed to flip it the other way.
Yeah, that makes sense, because
Yeah,
then you
I
have more
guess.
energy and like you're not as like tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
This
realized
week we
after the
have more
fact that
people.
maybe I was like, Well, you ended up doing it, but I was like, maybe I pushed Cindy too hard a little bit, because on one of them she was really trying, like, she was so close, and I was like, you can do it, and she was like, no, I don't want to try, and I was like, you can do it.
Which one?
It was the last one where you were like, I can't reach it, and I was like, you're literally right there.
Oh well, I did it.
Yeah, and you did it, and I felt so bad though.
Why?
After the fact, because I was like, maybe I pushed her too hard.
No, I think it was. I definitely sat there and I was like, "Dang, I do not want to do this.
Yeah,
I
was,
can't
like,
do it."
But I was like really nagging you. I was like, I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you did it because I actually did it.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, I gotta make her feel confident, but not nag her as much.
It's okay. I think we should do a podcast episode of just like about bouldering and our journey.
Yeah, I have that as one of our ideas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's like maybe I think it's like episode 6, maybe. I don't know.
That'd be fun.
But I was like, I think we should do it a couple more times before we record that episode.
I've seen videos of people doing like what is it, heel hooks? I want to
Yeah.
say. I don't even know
Oh my
how
gosh, I
to
saw
do
this
that.
one where you start upside down and just your feet on the hold.
I bet.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I need like at least a half a year or maybe to a year to try to do that.
I want to work on that.
Yeah.
I will let you know, but
Yeah.
I will still be there. I will show up every other week. I don't know about every week, but I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to get my own. I just don't. If I'm gonna be doing it, even if I don't do it like a lot,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna do it more than like 3 times or whatever, I kind of want my own shoes just because I don't like using rental shoes.
Yeah.
But
That means you also don't have to wear socks either.
yeah, I don't know about that. I still might wear socks.
Oh.
Even though they
It ruins
say
the socks.
well, it's not about ruining. I think that's just my sister. But like, I think my sister just ruins clothes in general pretty fast. But it's about like the friction, and it like can cause your foot to slip in the shoe, which is why people don't wear socks. But I don't care that much. I'm not doing that hard of climbs, so. And I don't feel like that's another thing. My sister climbs outdoors.
That's true.
I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I'm like, I want to climb outdoors.
I don't think I'd ever climb
I think
outdoors. You can't get me to do that.
The climbing for me is like, oh, it's a good way to get exercise and still have fun. But I'm not like I want to be like a hardcore rock climber or anything.
I just want to do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like this.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, we talked about that for a while.
I know. Honestly, we should just cut and paste that into our bouldering episode.
No, it's fine. It's just a preview of what we're gonna say for our bouldering episode.
Yeah.
And we'll have even more information by then. Maybe I'll have climbing gear too. We'll see.
I don't know. Maybe I'll update you on the chalk.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's another thing. I think so. Your brother and your boyfriend got like open blister.
They got it again last time they went.
And I think at that point I just stopped. If I got one of those, I don't think I would just keep going. They kept going, but I was seeing a TikTok video of how like people just wrap their blister in tape and then keep going. I'm like,
that's what they did.
I'm like,
that
I
day.
don't know if I could do that.
I couldn't, but I think they're just weird. I think it's like, in my opinion, I feel like it's a symbol of like you're trying hard enough for your skin to break for them. For me, nah, I'm not about to get my skin broken.
I'm gonna be in pain for as long as it like is like kind of raw, and I don't like that. I have a bad memory from like being a kid and playing on the monkey bars and stuff, and getting like a super big one, and I hated it. Even getting a small one, it was not.
It's
fun,
still painful.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think it happens unintentionally. I think it just like happens.
No, yeah. Well, if you like are wearing down at your skin, and like if you don't have calluses built up, then you're definitely gonna like softer skin is more likely to tear and stuff.
I wonder how they're gonna build their calluses.
It just happens when you get blisters. The skin just like comes back thicker. Cause I remember as
you have to rip your skin for it to come back thicker.
No, like even like my skin right here, after you lift a little bit, it's not tearing, but definitely like it's wearing a little bit. So then it comes back a little bit thicker. Not a lot, because I haven't been lifting a lot, but.
Interesting.
Because I remember doing monkey bars, I used to have thicker calluses on my hands.
I couldn't even do the monkey bars, I'll be honest.
That's okay. Did you ever try doing the monkey bars?
Yeah, I tried like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Still couldn't do it.
I don't know if I can do it now.
Oh.
But like, as a kid, that was like my thing that I was so proud of, that I could do like these. I like could skip like 2 monkey bars at a time or whatever. Like, that's so cool.
That is really cool, honestly though.
But yeah, I don't know. They just build up over time when you do stuff on your hands.
Yeah, I went to Lifetime Fitness in Edina for over spring break, and I was weightlifting. Well, I was going to work out and weightlift with one of the friends there that like guest passed me in, because I do not pay for that. That thing is expensive.
Yeah.
And so we walk in, and he's like, okay, well, I'm going to do chest and back today. And we're like, okay, well, we'll just do what you're doing. So the first thing he does is he walks to this machine, and he's like, okay, I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 pull-ups. And I couldn't even do one. I couldn't even reach the bar. I needed a stepping stool, and at that point I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. He showed me his hand, and he had so many calluses.
Yeah.
It's so thick and like so hard, and I was like, I don't know how he did that to his hand. And he's
just over gradually.
He's like, yeah, I've just been like doing pull-ups like for a long time. And I was like, oh. And so then after I left them, I was like, guys, I'm just gonna do my own workout. I can't even do your first workout. And so
didn't they not have like an assisted machine?
Well, yeah, they said I could go do that. And so I went there, but then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go. And so I checked my app, and I was like, are there any classes that are happening right now? And I saw that they had this barre weighted lift class or something like that. I walked in, and, well, actually, I kind of hesitated, because I walked downstairs, and they have, like, specific rooms for specific classes. So, like, Pilates, cycling, barre. And so I walked by the barre class, and I heard the instructor yelling. It was like, hi guys, I'm so happy you're here today. Are you ready to get your blah blah blah? And I was like, wow. And there's like music pumping, girls are in there. And normally when I go to like a Lifetime Fitness class, you have to make a reservation. obviously I was a guest, so you can't make a reservation. So it was like a minute before class, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. And I walked in, and I walked straight to an empty yoga mat, and I was like, yep, that's gonna be my spot today. And I just had to act like I actually reserved it and fit in. But it was my first time doing this class ever. It was so hard. Like the day after, my shoulders were sore. I didn't even know how that happened.
I don't know.
I have a picture of that, Jay, if you want to see it.
Yeah.
It was ballet bars, and we had weight lifts. Like you do random kicks, and she was so intense.
Ballet in general, like using bars in general, it seems so hard.
Have you done?
No.
You want to come with and do it?
No.
I can guest pass you in one time.
Okay. The thing is, since I've seen Dinah, there's a high chance I could see somebody like I know.
But it's like Lifetime though. Lifetime has old people that go.
It's not just because they're old doesn't.
You think you'll know like really like 40-year-olds?
Yeah, because those are like the parents of my.
It's okay. You can
People.
just pretend you don't know them. But we were in the sauna and we were gossiping how there's no cold plunge.
Why?
Because apparently Lifetime thinks that women need more space to get ready. And so they use that space to build more lockers and like more benches for the like changing
And they
room.
need more space to make the locker room bigger and still have a cold plunge.
Yeah.
Like,
But apparently the men's have a cold plunge, which is so unfair, so sexist.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Also, like, women are so much stronger with just like pain in general. They should be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know why they have that, but I told my guy friends that were there too, and they were like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I looked around. There's no cold plunge." And they were in their sauna was talking about how sexist it was, and I was like, "That's right."
Yeah, but I don't know. My friend worked there at one point.
I kind of like have considered the thought of working there just to get a membership. I don't think
My
it's worth
friend
my
never.
time.
I don't think she ever really used a membership. Like, it was a good perk, but I don't know. After working there, I feel like she didn't want to go there to work out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm getting a membership for the bouldering place because I want to like work out, and they also have like a weightlifting area. So
I've never seen the weightlifting area.
the bouldering place. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
it
I
is.
saw it, but it was like kind of small.
Well, it's just like more
it's
like
off
free
to-
weights.
It's
Free
like,
weights.
it's like off to like the drinking fountain, right?
Yeah. So it's more like free weights and like a couple cardio. But I don't like cardio that much. And two, like I can just do free weights for most of it.
Yeah.
Like my exercise. But I don't know.
But how often would you theoretically go?
Well, after we graduate, probably more. I want to go work out. I want to lift 2 times a week at least, and then be like exercising another 2 to 3 days a week. So it's like 5 days ish, and then 2 days rest. But I don't know. I just feel like that's probably a better gym than doing like a Lifetime.
Oh, I would not do
Where-
that time.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like I would utilize Lifetime enough to make it worth it for me.
Yeah,
But
I use Lifetime for tennis courts, and even then, it's not worth it because you have to book a week in advance. It's still like we still go, and we have our like I think we've gone enough for it to be worth it because tennis courts are just so expensive.
yeah.
But yeah,
You
I,
gotta just like, well, once it gets warm, we'll just go outside to like a tennis court.
I actually did over spring break with my brother. We went to the local park where like I grew up because we used to play tennis all the time after school, and their net was up, and I tried playing, and it was still kind of cold. It was like 5 p.m. I want to say it was maybe like 40 degrees, and it was fun, but still cold. I
Yeah.
definitely enjoy indoor tennis court, at least for now.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us about Las Vegas. How much money did you win and lose, Ashley?
Well, I didn't gamble. I was gonna gamble, but then after watching other people like sit at the slot machines, I was like, I don't understand. So I was like, I don't want to waste my money on doing something that I'm not gonna like get anything out of. So I watched my mom do it a little bit, and I thought it was so funny because she was doing it, and she like had money in already. I'm like, oh, like when are you gonna like stop? And she's like, Once it runs out, basically.
That's just the gambler's mindset.
I'm like, no, that's such a bad mindset. Once you lose money, that's when you're gonna stop.
Well, once you put it in the machine, it's already lost. Like it's gone. At this point, you're trying to win the money back.
Yeah, but no. And then at one point, she was gonna put more money in, and I saw her take her wallet out, and she like took her money out, and she's like, I'm just gonna put 5 more in. And as I was watching her, I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's putting in a 20, but she put it in too fast for me to say anything. I was like, and then after I was like, Mom, I think you put it in 20. She's like, no, I put in a 5. And I was like watching like the thing, and it was like 20. I was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then, so that time she spent like $5, and then she cashed out the rest because I was like, you should just cash it out. You didn't mean to put in $20.
But I mean, you're like putting in the risk to make money.
But like
the return.
But like the return, because she was doing like lower stakes slot machines, so there's like very little return, and your likelihood of getting like a big return is very low. So
you only get $1 back. I've never gambled like ever.
No, so it just gives you like the credit back on. So like it'll have like the credits that you have, or like the coins or whatever, and the money, basically the money value that you have, and then that will go down, and then if you win anything, it'll just add it back to that value, and then you just keep going. So you just lose all your money. And I'm like, I don't understand. My mom really likes this slot machine game on her iPad though, so I think that's why.
That's why you went to Las Vegas for spring break.
No.
Yeah, I was like, she can make her iPad game come to life.
Yeah, I'm like, but she has like so many coins on her iPad game. She just leaves it running all the time.
Oh, you can just do that?
Yeah. She just leaves her iPad on, and it has it like automatic to like 500 spins or something. I don't know. And she has like, it's like over like it's even more than a trillion. It's like more like 6 more zeros than a trillion.
So what can you do with all those coins?
Nothing. It's just a game.
Oh, because I feel like those games could like, maybe you can redeem it for like a night stay in Las Vegas or something.
Like she has so many coins. I'll show you sometimes. She leaves her iPad at home.
I want to gamble on her iPad.
But yeah, I don't know. And then my mom really thinks I would do good at blackjack.
I think you'd be really good at blackjack.
Like, because I know how to play blackjack, but like, I don't know. I feel safe when there's nothing that I could lose when playing. But when there's money I could lose, and I'm like, what if I mess up? What if I just, I don't even know what the term is called. I haven't played it such a long time. Like when you go over 21, it's like bad.
That's just like when you lose.
Yeah, that's when you lose, and I'm like, I feel like that's what happened to me. I just lose.
I feel like blackjack, isn't it just where they deal you cards and then they're just like, get over the like the total number that the dealer has would be less than 21? Yeah. There's no strategy to it.
Well, yeah, there is, because like if you have like a high number, so let's say you have like a queen and like, or a ace card, and like a 5 or a 6, that's only 16, so that's not that high of a number. But like if you get another, like let's say you get an 8 and you have a 5, then you're at 23, so you're over. So you're like, do you bet that you're gonna get a lower card that will help you, or do you not bet and just stay low? Which is the hard part.
We should go sometime. Let's play blackjack.
We should play blackjack just because I have cards, so we can just do it for fun practice, and then we can go.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah,
we should do it as a graduation gift before we graduate.
I don't want to lose my money.
Well, we can just put in $1. That's like how much you'd spend on like boba.
I don't know if even you can just put in $1 to play blackjack.
$5.
Girl, I don't know if that's how it works at these like big casinos.
Darn.
But
one day I'm gonna go gamble.
Yeah, I like the thing I did like, and the thing I told my mom would be the reason why I would go back is to go to shows. We went to like 3 shows.
Ooh, wait, which ones?
So we went to a drag race show, like RuPaul's Drag Race show, and then we went to this like Circus Soleil Beatles show thingy. So they basically, it was like acrobatics and stuff, and like kind of acting, I don't know, and they were doing it to like Beatles songs.
What?
I don't know, you looked that way, and I heard something, so I was like, oh, maybe she's like singing something.
Well, I just looked over. I don't know why you looked over.
Well, because you looked over, that's why. But and then we went to an actual Circus du Soleil show, like a different one that had like water, and it was like synchronized swimming and stuff. It was really cool.
Do you have pictures?
No, because they don't allow. They don't allow like photos. I only have pictures of like them standing at the end because they don't allow. A lot of the shows don't allow you to like record.
But how do they even like keep that? Like, how do they keep that?
Oh, actually, they do, because I remember in the Beatles show, somebody was trying to record, and this guy kept coming down with a flashlight and flashing the light at them. Like, it was so funny.
I would honestly be recording the guy getting a flashlight.
So yeah, that's how they do it. But I like the shows. One thing I did not like was the smell of weed, and like you can
smell the weed in the shows.
Not the show, just like in Las Vegas on the strip.
Oh yeah.
So you can smell weed, and they allow smoking in the casinos. So like just like being in the casino, it's like, oh, it's so I don't like breathing in the smoke, being around smoke is not my thing.
I also don't like smoke.
So that was not fun. And then outside, it's a little bit better, but also sometimes bad because since you can just smoke whenever, basically, people will be like smoking weed while they're walking down the strip, and if you're behind them, it's just coming right at you, and it's like so annoying for me because I don't like that smell or anything. But I would also go out like slightly outside of Las Vegas to like more nature stuff.
Like the Grand Canyon?
That is not in Nevada. But
what? Someone told me it is.
No, well, maybe part of it, but that's not where you go. You don't go to Nevada to see the Grand Canyon. You go to Arizona to see the Grand Canyon.
I don't know what to say.
But there's other. I don't know. My sister's been there for like rock climbing, so I would see what she says is cool. But yeah, I don't know. I was really over like being in a casino and being behind people smoking weed or walking down the strip. Also, even though they say it's easy to navigate, I felt like it was kind of hard to navigate.
Really? Las Vegas?
Because everything.
It's so walkable though.
Well, we walked, but the one thing. So there's a couple things. A lot of the streets, since they're so busy, you have to go across them. You're going across bridges. You have to like find the bridges to go across the street. And two, if you're not just walking, like going to things that are basically on the strip, I mean, every time we had to like go slightly off, it was kind of hard to find how to get there because it felt like you were walking in like the parking lot of a casino, which you kind of were walking in the parking lot of a casino or like a hotel or whatever. So, and like some of them, they don't have like sidewalks. There's like the sidewalks on the strip, but other side streets didn't really have sidewalks. So,
I don't remember.
I just felt awkward. I was like, I don't know if I'm going the right direction. Is a problem. And also navigating through the casinos was kind of hard, in my opinion, because the signs would just be like, oh, go to like the high rollers are over here, or like the theater is over here.
I think it's on purpose.
But I'm like, where's the exit?
That's the purpose.
Yeah, I was like, how do we get out? I don't want to stay in here.
I think that's the point.
No, that is definitely the point.
I've seen videos where they intentionally don't put windows in casinos so you don't see if it's like light or dark out.
Yeah. I think that was
the navigation's also confusing because they want you to get lost.
Yeah, they want you to get lost in there and like not find your way. I'm like, I don't know, because I remember the second day or the first day, I was like, Mom, we should try to go out like the other doors that we came in like the night before, because I was like, oh, that's like closer to where we want to go. My mom's like, I don't remember how to get there, and the lady told us to always get out by going to like the left or something. I was like, okay, I guess. But I was like, why do they make it so hard? Why don't they have any? There's never an arrow pointing to the exit. It's always just pointing to things inside. It's so annoying.
Yeah. What hotel did you stay in?
It was called the Harris.
Harris?
Like HARRA.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's not like a.
Is it on the strip at all?
Yeah, it's on it, but. Yeah. Have you heard of like the Flamingo?
Describe what the hotel looks like.
A hotel. I don't know.
Oh darn! Because I stayed in the Stratosphere.
I don't know.
It's like looks like a Seattle needle. It's like straight up and it just like looks like a curvy needle.
I don't know.
It's so dingy. I don't like it at all.
I didn't like ours either because my mom was like, "Oh, it's probably because this is like not as an expensive hotel as like the Bellagio or something."
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think it's just because like when we come back to when we come back to like the room at night, it would smell like weed. And my mom's like, oh, maybe it's because like the fan's not on or the AC's not on. And I'm like, I think it's just because the people like probably in the other room were smoking weed at night, so the air was more potent of weed. But then by like the morning, the weed smell was gone because they probably stopped smoking, and then the AC was able to filter it out. But it was so annoying. I was like, why?
When we went there, I think it was my dad that picked the hotel, but it was also like on the cheaper side. It wasn't like
Yeah.
super expensive. And we get there, and on the first day we walk into the room, it looks nothing like the pictures. It's like disgusting. You walk in, it's like filthy, and the beds, like it just like wasn't updated. It just didn't look like a picture. And so we walked back downstairs, and we're like, so we booked this, and we didn't get what we got like from the picture. And they're like, oh, sorry, some of the rooms are just under construction, and some of them are just renovated, some of them aren't. You'll just have to upgrade for a renovated room. And we're like, what? Because we paid for this room.
Like the pictures.
Yeah, and there were pictures, and it looked nothing like the picture. And you walk in, and it smells, and there, like the AC wasn't running. It was just trashed. And so we go down there, and we're like, okay, I guess we'll upgrade. And so we had to upgrade, and we got this like mid room that I was just so beyond me. I was like, dang, this hotel is trashy. And then even during our stay, the water went out. And I was like, what? Out of nowhere? And there was like no warnings, nothing. So we had to go out of our way to get like water. We had to buy water to like, drink and like brush your teeth with. But it came back on like, I want to say a day later. So would not recommend. Terrible experience.
Yeah, I don't know. Casinos aren't really my thing, so
Yeah.
and like all the hotels are casinos, so like a lot of them are casinos. So I'm like, I don't know.
I feel like if I were to go to Las Vegas, it'd be more so for nature, but you can't really do that unless you stay further away from the Vegas. But Vegas has everything, like the food, the culture, the shows, people. It's like a mini New York. I've never been.
Oh, that's another thing I felt about Las Vegas, where I was like, which is it's not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing for people that wanna experience kind of different cultural stuff, but can't like afford to actually go outside of like the U.S. because there's so much like stuff that's like monuments from other places, but it's just kind of, in my opinion, I was like, this just kind of feels fake. Like it is fake, but I was like, I would rather just experience the real thing rather than come here. But I understand for other people, this might be like how they can experience like the real thing, you know?
Did you see the Paris Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, but even just like the stuff like for like Italy and stuff, I was like, it's just so much better.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I saw it when I was younger, but I don't remember it.
Like I'm like, this would be cool to like, if you wanted to have the experience of being able to see some of these like monuments, but not have like the budget to go see it in like other countries. I'm hearing noises. I don't know.
I definitely am hearing noises. We saw one of our friends walk by. Did they make eye contact with you?
No, because I purposely tried not to make eye contact.
Like, hi. I wonder where they went. I wasn't really looking.
I don't know either. But oh no!
Can you hear us?
Yeah, well they can hear. The camera can also hear. I don't know how good it is since we're kind of far away, but yeah, we had audio issues. So it's gonna sound weird for a portion of it, but it's okay.
What if when we listen to the audio captured on the camera, it's like not good?
Well,
is it usable? Like, what are the chances it's not usable from that camera?
It'll probably still be usable. It'll be bad, probably. It won't be like great because we're, one, not very close to the camera. Like we're not far, but we're not super close. And two, this is just gonna sound better because it's just more clear since we're so close. But it will be fine. Honestly, this is our third episode. If people are really judging us that much for our third episode, well, that's sad. They need a life.
I mean,
we're just gonna improve from here, you know?
I just want good constructive criticism. Judgment, I'll just ignore. So
Do you think if we got like hate comments, would that like affect your like mental well-being, or do you think you would just ignore them?
Well, I mean, I don't even think I'd see them to begin with. I think I'd have to hear it from you, and you'd be like, Cindy, did you see someone left a comment? But it was really bad. And
Would you
I,
want to know if we've got bad comments, or would
well,
you just want me
yeah.
to not tell you?
Well, I mean, of course I would want to know. I don't want to be sheltered or protected, but I think part of, I think any human reaction, you might feel a type of way, but I don't really care. I'm just the type of
But it like,
personality that doesn't really care.
yeah, I'm like, I feel like it would make me like, wow, these people really don't have a life. Why do they have to hate on us?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I am self-assured enough where I'm like, these are random people. Like, I will never meet them in my life. So
I
they're just
mean,
internet
I'm glad they left a
trolls.
comment, so
Yeah, it's
bonus
just
for
helping
us.
us, right?
It really is.
But
Should we move
yeah,
on from Vegas? I think we've talked about that.
yeah, I think we can move on.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we haven't covered about Vegas.
I don't think so. I want to hear about your spring break. So
My spring break was honestly pretty uneventful when, like, the weekend leading up to spring break, because we only had a week, which is so sad. Uh, my boyfriend's friend, he came into town, and so he stayed for, I want to say, 3 days, and then he flew back home for a day,
mm-hmm.
and then he flew back for the next 5 days, and he went back for church,
Mm-hmm.
and then he found out, like, oh, everyone's on spring break, so he's like, I'm just gonna come back and hang out, and it was fun. It was great to see him, though it definitely changed up, like, it changed the schedule, because the initial plan was for like my boyfriend and I to do renovations. We were gonna paint his office and his bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
or at least do something of that sort, because I will probably be moving in with him in like mid-April, because I will be traveling all of May, so I'm not gonna stay in my apartment for like that month, or just like even until the lease ends.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot to get done. There's like 6 weeks left, and even before those 6 weeks, I leave on the 6th week to go to like to go to Italy. So I have to move in by like 4th or 5th week, or at least partially be moved in. Nothing's really ready. So that made me kind of sad. I was like, dang, I just have to always come over and play board games. Because that's what we were doing for like 5 days straight. Like, my boyfriend would be like, hey, do you and your brother want to come over and play board games? My friend's really lonely and bored at my apartment, and I'm busy working. And I'm like, okay. And it was fun. It is fun, but I stayed up so late. Like, I'd stay up till like midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not what my normal sleep schedule is.
Yeah.
So that was my spring break. We went out to eat a lot. I went to Ichiban Sushi in Edina.
How was that?
It was, well, I thought it was going to be really busy. So I called ahead of time and I was like, hi guys, I'm making a reservation. And we were like, I told my mom that we were leaving the house at 5 p.m. She got home like, well, let me actually try and think. Oh, I told her the reservation was at 5:30, but I didn't tell her we were leaving at 5. And so she thought we were leaving the house at 5:30, so she was out shopping. And my dad's like calling her like, "Hey, where are you at? Like, everyone's here, we're waiting for you." And she's like, "But you said 5:30." And she's like, "No, that's the reservation time." So like we were going to be like 10 minutes late. And by the time we got there, I was like freaking out cuz like I made this reservation like a week in advance. There's like about a table full of 10 people there, and everything else is empty.
Did you go for dinner?
We went for
then?
dinner, yeah.
Yeah.
I think dinner was like $40 or $50 per person, and I didn't pay for it. But if I did, I'd say it's not worth it.
Yeah. How about would you go for like lunch? Lunch is a little
Yeah,
bit
I think
cheaper.
I'd go for the lunch. The lunch is a smaller menu, but I still think it has enough for the money's worth. So I want to say $25 or $30 per person for lunch. And if I were to go back again, I would want the matcha snowflake dessert, which they didn't have for dinner,
Oh.
which is sad. They just ran out for some reason. And I would get more sushi. And I don't know how I feel about the sashimi. I'm not a sashimi girl. I never
Yeah.
was, but my brother ate some, and they gave you like thick slabs
Yeah.
of meat. It was just, yeah.
Yeah. No, I went to a different all you can eat sushi place, but they're like you could tell they were
Ooh.
like not
What's
good.
it called?
I don't even remember.
Like Kyoto, or like
Oh,
something
maybe.
completely?
Yeah, maybe that. I don't know.
Kyoto's pretty good though.
Well, you can just tell that they're trying to get you full because all their nigiri is like a big thing of rice with this thinnest piece of fish on top.
Yeah, that's
And
Kyoto.
like that's so annoying.
That's why you should go to Ichiban, because that's where they'll actually give you they'll give you some rice, but more of like the slab of fish.
Yeah.
I'm just not that type of girl. But the sushi there was really good, and
Yeah.
the desserts were really good.
Oh, sorry. This is going
Oh no,
back
go ahead.
to. So we went to. This is probably one of my favorite parts.
Oh no, keep going. I'm just trying to figure out where the source of noise is.
One of my favorite parts is we went to this buffet with all you can eat, like seafood, I guess, and they had all you can eat crab legs, and I love crab legs.
Ooh.
So I just literally every plate was just crab legs.
You would love my parents. My parents love seafood. They
So
bring plates of crab and lobster.
yeah, so I literally just had all crab legs, and then I was like, and then they also had like a dessert, like a bunch of different desserts. So I had some of those too, but I was like, maybe I should have left some more room for the desserts because there were so many that I wanted to try, and I was like, oh, or I would have wanted
Aw.
second sub, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm kind of full now, but
Just go back
it
to
was
go it or something.
yeah, it was so good though. I love crab legs. My mom found a place that's doing all you can eat crab legs in Minnesota.
Ooh, where?
Somewhere.
You should
Let's
send it
see.
to me.
Yeah, but she like made like a reservation for it, I think. Let's see, where is it?
I'll continue with mine.
Yeah, you can continue.
And so the day after Ichiban Sushi, my boyfriend invited me to go to a steakhouse with his friend that's in town. And I was like,
Oh,
you know, I'm going for the friend, but I really don't want to go because I don't want to go out to eat again. I'm just not a going out to eat a girl like twice in
yeah.
a row. It's just like so much sodium. No. So I go, and it's kind of like a Fogo de Chao, but a knockoff version. And it was
Mhm.
pretty good, honestly. They came around with filet mignon like 3 times. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
That sounds right.
And they walked around with bacon wrapped chicken, I want to say.
Interesting.
And they came around with mung sausages. They gave us like something called the top chicken and something called the bottom chicken. I don't really know the actual terms. Like if I had the
Never
menu,
chicken?
there's chicken there. There's pork and there's like beef.
Okay.
Everything
'Cause
was
I like
so
know what like
raw.
top sirloin is, but I'm not
Oh,
quite sure what
that's
top.
what I meant. It's not chicken.
Oh.
It's top sirloin and bottom sirloin. And they'd come by and they're like, "So, how much do you want?" And I'm like, "I just want a little bit." And they're carving out a giant piece.
Wait, what was the place called?
I don't remember the name.
Because
It's like a knockoff Fogo de Chao.
okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, that sounds like Fogo de Chao.
It's not. I've been to Fogo de Chao actually. I like their cheese balls and that's what. Have you been to Fogo de Chao?
Yeah, but it was a while ago.
But did you like the cheese balls?
Girl, I don't remember. I
Like
probably
the
just
little
ate the
appetizer?
meat
Oh.
because
I also don't like meat that much, so I don't really know why I went. But it was fun for the
Yeah.
vibes. And then we got free dessert because it was my boyfriend's friend's birthday.
cool. Did
Yeah.
they sing to him?
Yeah, they sung. I have a video. It's so funny. All the staff came out and they're like singing. I want to say in Brazilian or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I have a video of it. I'll show it to you
Okay,
after
okay.
this. But yeah, it was really fun. I don't think I'd ever go again, but it's a good once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah.
What else did I do over spring break? I'm trying to think.
You
I
have a whole
played
list.
I played the Pokemon Slave game that just came out. Well, it didn't just come out, but very recently. It's called Pal World, where you're familiar with Pokemon, right? You walk
Yeah.
around, throw Pokeballs, and you kidnap things.
Like, is this on Nintendo? Like a Switch?
Well, I played it on the PC,
Oh.
on like Windows PC, because my brother played it on there.
Uh-huh.
I would assume it's probably available on Nintendo,
Alright.
but I played on PC, and you
Mhm.
walk around the world, and you're just throwing You're throwing balls. It's not called Pokeballs. It's just you're throwing balls, and you're kidnapping little creatures. And then at home, you have a base, and you're building up your base, and you make those kidnapped creatures work for you, so you can be bigger and make more balls.
This is
to kidnap-
Pokemon?
No, it's not Pokemon. It's
Okay.
a Pokemon-like game.
Oh, okay.
It's called Pal World. So like you kidnap pals.
Ah.
That's what they're called.
I wonder. I feel like I heard somebody say they made a game that's like Pokemon on TikTok. Maybe.
Do you think you'd like it? Because you can try it out on my computer.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about kidnapping animals and making them my slaves.
I mean, like, when you're playing the game, you don't actually think about that, but it's just how I describe it for fun to
Yeah.
my friends. I'm like, yeah, I just played the Pokemon Slave game. Yeah.
I guess like regular Pokemon is kind of like that, anyways.
Yeah, but the Pokemons aren't like they're your like companions. Like you throw them out whenever you need them, but they're not like constantly working for you. In this game, you're building a base, and like these like pals that you kidnap
Yeah.
are collecting wood for you. Like someone's chopping the wood, someone's watering the
Oh.
plants.
So they're doing that
Yeah, they're
all
doing
the
all the
time.
labor, everything.
Oh. Well, maybe that's
And like in the
worse.
beginning, you're supposed to be doing it because you have nothing on you. Like you have no pals, nothing. But then as you get better and more advanced in the game, you have more pals. They're stronger and they're bigger, and you can get more wood and more stone.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was pretty fun.
Um.
I think that really concludes my spring break. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I think. Did I do anything else? I went to
I don't
Lifetime. We eventually did paint my boyfriend's office, but when I say we, it didn't include me. I tried. I
Really?
really, really tried. I'm so bad at edging. Have you painted a room before?
No.
It's so hard.
Well, why didn't you just have him do the edging and you do like
The rolling?
just
Oh,
like
I
the
did them both.
rolling?
I couldn't do them. Well, I could roll. I just didn't like rolling. Cause like he got this like 5 foot handle, like 5 foot pole to stick
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the roller, so you can like reach
Yeah,
higher
yeah.
places. And I just didn't like navigating that because it's like as you roll up and down, there's just like this giant stick, and the room is like kind of small.
Yeah.
And my brother was there too, so he was edging on the top,
Uh-huh.
and I was supposed to edge on the bottom, and then my boyfriend was supposed to just roll, and I couldn't even get like more than an inch of the bottom because like as I was edging the bottom, paint would drip and pool at the trim, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So then they kicked me out of the room, and they're like, go do your homework so you can go bouldering, and I didn't finish my homework, so I didn't go bouldering.
Yeah. But no, I think the only time I don't think I actually painted anything, but in my like childhood bedroom, it was like I don't it was like splotchy kind of like
Splotchy, like on
not
purpose?
splotchy. No, not like
Like polka
splotchy.
dots?
No. So it was like you use like a sponge, and so you
Oh, it's
like
like a
sponge it.
technique.
Yeah. So I had like a pink and purple and like white and stuff.
Wait, that's kind of cute
So
though.
that was my room for a little bit. So I think I might have helped with that a little bit, but not like paint. I haven't done any painting besides that. So I
That's
don't
kind
know.
of cute. I love that. But
Yeah.
yeah, painting is so much harder than I thought. And so I felt really bad because I was like, dang, I'm the one asking for this room to be painted a different color and I can't even paint. I don't have the skill to do it. So I felt bad. But he's like, it's fine, I'll do it. And so he did it. Go him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like how it works. You have like the vision and he just executes it, right?
Yeah, I know. So I'm shopping for the next things I want. And so I'll buy it and he can build it.
That makes a lot of
Because
sense.
I was like, oh, I want to get these IKEA dressers to make as my end table. And he was like, and I was like, I can do that while you're painting so I don't have to like lounge around and do nothing or like do homework. And he's like, no, I don't really trust you doing that. How do you not trust me building IKEA furniture? I've done it before. But you know, honestly, a win for me because I don't have to do it.
Yeah. I love building IKEA furniture. It's like so fun for me.
It's so fun and therapeutic. It's like adult Legos.
Yeah. I also like Legos, so maybe that makes sense why I like IKEA furniture too.
Yeah.
The only thing about IKEA furniture I don't like is that it's really not meant to be taken apart. So you
Is
just
it
have
not?
to- like they don't make it easy for you to take it apart. The way
The way you assemble it?
the way you assemble it is not. They don't make it the easiest to deassemble
Oh.
or
I guess I never
assemble.
thought of it like that because, like, I know part of the pieces is like a little wooden stick, and then you like hammer it in.
Yeah.
I guess that you can't take apart.
There's just like a couple things where it's like, because I had to do with my bed frame a couple times where I was like trying to take it apart a little bit, and it was not the easiest thing ever.
Oh,
So-
interesting.
But that's what you get when you're paying for like cheaper furniture.
Yeah.
So, no, that's the thing. I was thinking about this. Well, just thinking about if I want to live, like, get my own apartment or
That'd be
whatever.
so fun.
I don't know. I had this one thought. Sorry, this is so off topic.
Oh no, go for it.
But there's this one thought that I was like, what if I just like live at home, but like take months where I just like go to a different country and live there for a month?
Why don't you?
Well, I don't know.
That
it was
is
just an
such
idea.
a great idea.
I know. It sounds. I was like, because then it wouldn't make sense for me to have my apartment because then I'd be gone for months and then I'd have to like either find somebody or just pay it with nobody
Yeah.
in there. So I'm like, what if I just like lived in other countries for a
So
month?
you would do that with work,
I don't know.
like
I don't-
remotely working, just
Yeah,
in a
like
different country?
remote. Yeah. But I was thinking about it. I was like, if I could find a remote job that would let me do that, that'd be so cool.
That would be really cool.
But then I was like, I also really like the idea of like trying to make my own like decor and stuff. I'm like, well, I can't really do that if I'm living at home.
You mean like building your own?
No, just like designing like how I want, like if I had an apartment, like furniture and like.
Oh, well, you can still
Like,
do
some
that. You
stuff.
have like the next 70 years of your life
I know.
to live in an apartment or a house and design.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. There were all this thoughts also because I like the really big couches that have like deep couches so you can like
Oh, sit back.
on them.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really comfortable. I'm like, oh, I want that. But I'm like, where am I gonna put that? I don't have anywhere.
Eventually you will.
Yeah, eventually. But yeah, that was my random thought that I had like for this past week. I was like, that could be
That's
cool.
so fun. I think you should do it. What country would you go to first, do you think?
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe like either I liked Australia, but I don't know if they would let me stay there for a month.
Who's they?
Like you have
Like
to get a
visa? Oh.
Yeah. So I had to like I don't know what kind of visa I would need for that, but Australia would be cool because I like Australia, or like somewhere in like Europe probably, just for like the first one. Then once I travel by myself once, and I like feel maybe a little bit more comfortable traveling alone, then maybe somewhere else.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I'd be down to join you for one of those trips.
That'd be so fun.
I don't really mind. I don't have really a country in mind. I think I'd be open to any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my thought. I was like, well, if I don't have like a place that I'm kind of tied down to, I could just travel other places.
You could. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, but
that's contingent on your job too. I
Yeah.
don't know if my job would let me do that. I'm sure my job would, because why wouldn't they? My manager's pretty
Yeah.
chill. It really depends on the manager you're under. And so,
yeah. Also, I don't know. Like after you're there a little bit, like you're already doing like hybrid, right? So
yeah, I'm
you
only
could maybe do remote for like a couple weeks.
yeah.
And
I could join you for like 2 or 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and then you could be there for like, I don't know, however many weeks you want to be.
yeah, yeah, that'd be so fun.
That'd be so
But-
fun. Wow, you should let me know how that's going in the development world.
Yeah.
Don't pick May though, because I will not be here in May.
Well, it's probably not gonna happen until at least like next fall or after next fall, like
Yeah.
winter probably, or just next year. I feel like I need this year to like plan.
That's fair. People do buy tickets like a year in advance, and I didn't even realize people do that.
Yeah. Oh, I just meant like plan my life, not plan these trips. I
Well,
was just
well.
trying to organize my life first before I do organizing a trip.
Yeah.
Like you can do both, but and like they probably if I were to do it, I'd probably think about the trip with organizing my life.
Well,
But-
why don't you just stay in the current apartment that you're in? As you're like,
What do you mean?
because I thought you were debating on living at home or finding a new apartment. Why wouldn't you just like consider your apartment that you're currently in?
I don't want to live on by campus. That's why. Because once I graduate, I kind of just want to forget about that.
Like, what, are you thinking suburbs or like still closer to the Twin Cities?
For like living.
If you like could pick.
Oh, like if I didn't live at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of don't want to live in Minnesota. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, Minneapolis is a great city and all, but like I want to live in a different city if I were gonna live in a city. So I don't know. I think Chicago would be really nice, just because it's like not as expensive or big as some of the other cities.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna live. in.
TBD. Maybe
That-
we'll do it upstairs.
That requires a job too, so I need to figure out a job.
But you could get a remote job and then you could live wherever, just like
I know.
Mel.
Well, I gotta figure out how to get a remote job somewhere and what I want to do. So that's the thing. But that was just my idea of future stuff that I
was-
could do.
Well, one thing that I was thinking of that was prompted by you. You were talking about how this would be, well, was our last spring break. And because our episode today is about spring break,
Yeah.
it's just kind of sad to think that that's my last final like week off.
Yeah. That's like you always get that.
Mm-hmm. Like our last spring break, our last winter break, our last summer break.
Yeah. It's sad.
It's so sad.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know how to feel about that because I've had those breaks since we were like, what, 5, 6 maybe?
Yeah.
we were
but-
in
and then before
school.
that, we were just like not
Chilling at
doing-
home.
doing anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had them for a long time.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think on one hand, I think it will be nice not having to worry about other things like homework and tests
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And for the most part, if you have like a normal job, you work during your work hours and then you go home and you don't work. But in the US, if I live somewhere else, maybe it would be different. In the US, you don't get that much vacation.
No, you don't.
So that is something, at least with school, you have designated times for vacation basically. And you don't really get that in jobs.
Yeah, and even with school, even with those those designated breaks within school, I feel like school takes up so much of your time.
Yeah.
8 hours in a day, like regular schooling and then homework and then sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's like the biggest thing that my sister says is that she finds or that she likes a lot is that she doesn't have to homework. She just goes to work and then she comes home and she can climb and do whatever she wants and she doesn't have to do anything else like homework or tests or anything like that.
How many years out has she graduated? Like 4? 3?
I think she graduated in 19, so this will be her like fifth year.
Oh wow.
Because
She is thriving climbing out in Mexico.
yeah, because I think we were 5 years apart in like grade levels and then 4 years in age.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's been out for a while and now she's unemployed. So
But like it's by her choice though.
it's her choice,
like
and she has a lot of
retired.
money. Yeah, literally.
Like a mini retirement.
Yeah, one time when I was talking to my mom, I was like, "Oh yeah," and like I don't understand why she's so busy because she's retired. I was like, wait, I didn't mean to say that, but yeah, she's just living her best life. Literally,
Goals, honestly.
texting her about our thing for a possible idea or whatever,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, I just want to like talk to you about it because it'll be easier." And she's like, okay, well, the next time I can talk, or like the next time I'm back in Seattle is March 22nd. I'm like, where are you until the 22nd? Well, like, I know where she is.
Yeah.
Like, she's going on a trip. But I'm like, why is she always gone?
Gotta take advantage of the time that she's lost. She's probably working her butt off at her old job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I always wonder if she would have ever, how much, because I have a rough idea what she made, but I was like, I wondered if she ever if she would have switched her job earlier, if she would have made more money. Because
what do you mean?
Because a lot of like businessy people or whatever, or like career people say that people that like stay at their jobs longer than 2 years earn on average like 50% less or something than people that like leave their jobs every 2 years or something.
Oh, so if she left earlier thinking that she could have gotten paid more?
Yeah, because normally an internal like bonus or raise is like 5% or something. And when you like go get a new job, you can get up like 10-20% raise, like pay bump basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I always thought that she always has a lot of money, so I don't think she really needed to worry about that. But I just thought about that. I'm like, wow, she could just like be really rich. Like
I bet she is rich,
but just another level of rich, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think she wants to do it. So she was working at Google. Wow. Amazing. But I think she wants to do something a little bit more creative, like techie, but still like have more creative like tasks, I guess.
Disney?
I don't know. Maybe.
That'd be cool. I'm actually curious what she'd be doing next. Maybe you should ask her.
Yeah, I think she thought about like maybe like Sony or something. But
ooh, that would be cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think we're gonna have my sister on an episode, so
yay! Stay tuned for that.
She can talk about it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Talking about jobs is really stressful.
Yeah, it is. And I want to say, my recruiter emailed me the other day and had asked me what my start date was gonna be, and to begin, like even before that, I had emailed her and I was like, hey, when are we starting? Because I'm booking trips in May, so I want to know when we're starting. She's like, I don't know yet. I'll get back to you, but let me know when you'll be back. And I was like, okay, well, I'll be back in like mid-June. And so I gave her a date, And then a week later, she emails all the interns or all the full-time employees coming back.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Hi guys, we're all starting on this date, on like June, I think early June. I don't actually quite remember." And I replied to the email. I was like, well, I told you before that I can't do this day."
Yeah.
And in addition to her sentence, it said, "Well, email me if you're traveling, and we'll make that work for you." And so I email her, and I replied, and I was like, "Well, like I said before, I'm available mid-June. Like the date you sent me, I'm not gonna be in the country."
Yeah.
And so she didn't reply, and I was like, "Okay." So I replied again,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Hey, I just need a confirmation that this will work because you said it would."
Mm-hmm.
And I just need a confirmation because it's like HR and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And she replied with, "I'm talking with the sponsors right now. I'll get back to you." And I was like, "What does that mean?" So I was so confused. So I replied back and I was like, "So what do you mean by that?" I said it in a nicer way. I was
Yeah.
like, what do you mean?" And I was like, "I just need a confirmation because I'm going to be out of country. Like, there's no way I can start on the day you said."
Yeah.
And then she didn't reply. It's still on like not reply. And I emailed her on Monday.
Is that your only like contact?
My recruiter?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could like talk to my manager that I had for
Yeah.
like my summer, but she wouldn't know anything about start dates and like
Yeah.
hiring and that kind of stuff.
I don't know because that's confusing.
Yeah, and she's like, "Well, we'll make it work if you're traveling." And so I told her the earliest day I can work, and then she didn't get back to me with a confirmation.
Yeah.
I don't know, it makes me sus, and then it makes me think that what if they won't let me start working?
Well, when was the last like time you contacted her?
This like 2 days, 2 days ago,
Okay.
Monday.
Well, give her like a couple days and then email her again and be like, "They still don't know what's going on."
Yeah, and I was confused because I had asked the other full-time associates that are coming back on, and they're like, well, one of them was like, "Yeah, I asked for this day off, and the recruiter didn't get back to me." And I was like, "Okay." And then my other friend that's going there, she wants to travel too, but I don't think she told them that they're like she was traveling early enough.
Oh.
Because we graduate like mid-May and the start date's like early June, like the first week of June.
Yeah.
So it only gives you like 2 weeks, if not three, to travel, but you still want like a week break, you know?
I feel like a lot of like grads want, like not all grads, but a lot of grads want a little bit of a break before they start
Yeah.
their next job.
Yeah, my next company, they like to start you really early. Like really
Yeah.
early. Because my internship, we started, I want to say, we started in late May.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how like when you guys started or whenever other internships started, but we started like a week or two earlier before other people.
Yeah. I don't know.
Work sucks, and I do not want to go back to work.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to work in corporate. That's like
It's okay.
my main dilemma.
I don't even know if I want to go back to work. Go back to work at the company I accepted.
Yeah. We should just buy like a retail space and make a bookstore for ourselves.
Yeah, with what money? But that would be fun.
Yeah.
The
Well,
dream.
I can ask my sister. She can be an investor.
Yeah. Bookstore, coffee shop, all in one.
Yes. My sister likes reading too, so maybe she would want to do it.
Yeah, but she's not even in Minnesota.
You don't have to be in Minnesota to just invest your money.
I guess, but like, would you really support our
No.
cause? If we made it book themed bouldering, then maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But bouldering requires a lot of space. So
Yeah. I don't know. She has other interests besides bouldering. She likes like art and stuff.
that's true.
I don't know. But yeah, maybe that would be cool.
It's a future idea.
Yeah. We can just come up with all these great ideas and then maybe one of them will manifest to become true.
I mean, this came true.
Yeah. Well, this wasn't really manifesting. This was us planning.
That's true.
And you know what's manifesting is that we're gonna become really popular and this podcast is gonna blow up is what we're manifesting.
Yeah, we're gonna be popular.
Okay. Well, I don't actually know how long we've been talking. Also, do we have anything else that we have to talk about?
No, I think we basically covered everything from our spring break.
Yes. Oh, well, we don't need to talk about
Yeah.
that. It's fine. Yeah.
We're not actually sure how long this episode is because the camera ended, but
I think it will probably be maybe like an hour and 20 minutes. Honestly,
that's a long
because
time.
the first clip was 30 minutes and this clip is 30 minutes and we were also talking about something else in between.
Oh yeah,
So,
in addition to that. Well, thank you guys for listening.
yes.
And if you're watching the video, let me know if the birds were how close to my head. I don't even know how close they were to my head.
They were so close.
They were so close. But yeah,
Yeah.
see you guys next week.
Yes. Bye.
Bye-bye.